Dave, you had a story you wanted to tell. I wanted because you called me up and said, "Yo, I got a story."
I was just thinking about it today because I just loved this. It's just a little thing, but it was such a like profound moment to me. And then when I was like, "Oh, I'm coming on Beige," I was like, "Oh, this is the perfect place to just tell it." And so it was a story. I literally was sitting with my girl, and I talked about this with her for a while, and we were just breaking it down and how perfect it is of like just how women are and the traps. Okay, so anyway, this is the I'm not going to name who the chick is in the story. It's an open micer level comic. It wouldn't mean anything to people listening if I named it anyway. You three all know who she is, and I'll tell you later. But so I was at, so we're hanging out. So this chick basically, she's got a boyfriend. She's like an open micer chick who's like in the scene, and she's always bragging. I've heard her do it several times. I've heard other girls tell me she does this. She's kind of bragging about how great he is, but on some like he's such a bitch kind of brag, like he's so beta kind of bragging.
Oh wow!
Like she's kind of bragging to all her friends. Like it's like my boyfriend's awesome. He does whatever I say. He'll do this and that. Kind of bragging. You know, I'm basically saying I'm so happy with almost maybe the opposite of what Dante would say. Fucking happy relationship would actually be. Sure. And which already
Dante's
just makes me kind of
the antithesis of what.
Look, I think you know Dante. I think you guys know. I think anyone who listens to this show knows. Anytime a chick's like, "Oh, I'm really happy because my boyfriend's such a bitch," it just makes you like raise an eyebrow. Like, okay,
probably not.
It's kind of like when you hook up with a girl the first time and she's like, "I'm just like a guy. I don't even care about relationships. I'm just into." And you're like, Let's see. Let's wait 5 weeks and see how this goes. And then, you know, that same girl's like, "Where's this going?"
Yeah.
But so she's saying this, and then so anyway, so we were out one night at a comedy club, and so like I'm friends, me and
is she dating another comedian or is it a civilian?
He's a comedian as well.
He's a comedian as well.
They're both like unknown, comics, but they're both in the world of comedy.
I'm already thinking 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Now we're narrowing it down like a game of Clue. Who could this be?
But nowadays, by the way, people online are like fucking detectives. Like they'll come back to you, they'll be like, "Well, Dave wore that jacket in a Facebook picture here,"
Like,
and that's
Jesus
Christ,
fucking
find it. But so Mickey Gall is a good friend of mine, and
the UFC
Lewis
fighter,
and Big J. Yeah, he was like a fan of the podcast before he blew up, and we're a big fan of
He's
MMA.
the one who fought CM Punk.
Yes, he beat the shit out of CM Punk. Then just beat the shit out of another guy. He's undefeated. He's a young prospect. He's a good-looking dude too. So he's just MMA fighter, young, ripped, in shape guy. So he's out with us, and this chick is just throwing it at him, throwing it at him. Now, she's kind of hiding behind the joke of, like, how funny is it that I'm just like, I want to fuck Mickey Gall, but she's just fucking throwing it at Mickey Gall.
Like, give me an example of the throw at.
And do it in a feminine voice to do it, if you
She'd be like, whatever, it'd be like a...
So, all right, give an example.
So she's flirting. How is she flirting?
Yeah.
Oh, she's just kind of, she'll be, she's making the joke... she's almost making the joke every time they'll interact or that they'll talk. The joke, she's like, "Well, I mean, Mickey's really cute, so maybe I'd do it for a guy like Mickey or something like that." Like kind of. And she's like, "Well, I am like," she's like, "I love my," she's like, "My boyfriend's great, but I really do love abs," and but like everything's like, and she's joking, but then we go out to the back, and she's like still doing it, and she's throwing it, and it's very, very clear. This guy could just fuck her in a second. So anyway, so my girl's there with me, so it's me, her, and this chick. And now I had just started dating my girl, and she's like kind of around the scene too, so I don't think she knew this was like my chick. It's just like another chick in the conversation with the three of us. But this is my girl and her, and she just starts going at one point, and I'm just kind of noticing it, and she starts going, she's talking to my girl and this other chick, and she's like, yeah, I mean, my boyfriend's really great. He's great. Don't get me wrong. He's great. He does everything I said, but Mickey, is really great. And she said, and I'm listening to it, and I hear her say it one more time, and she goes, my boyfriend's great. Don't get me wrong. He's great. I got to just keep telling myself this. My boyfriend's great. And I just lean in, and this is to my chick and her, and I lean in and I go, oh, your boyfriend's definitely not great at keeping his bitch in check. And I just couldn't help this moment.
Right.
And she turns to me and she goes, oh, really, Dave? Do you keep your bitches in check? Now, she has no idea the other girl in this conversation is my chick.
And you go,
and I just go, yes, I do. I go, yes, I do. By that, do you mean, will you ever catch my girl out acting like you're acting around co-workers essentially of you and your boyfriend right now? So anyway, I just had this like fucking moment where I called her out for it and was just kind of like, what you're doing to your boyfriend right now is literally the shittiest thing to me, at least. I don't know about you. I think to most dudes would kind of agree with this.
Yeah.
It's worse than just going and sucking another dick. To just in front of a whole bunch of older comics. Look, in front of
that's pretty bad though.
I'm almost saying like to go in front of a whole bunch of comics who are like more established than you, kind of further up the food chain, and let them all know that I'm willing to just suck another dick instead of discreetly. It's almost worse. It's like you're punking me
because
to everyone.
not only is it not just the action, it's just you're remembering that's his workplace too in theory. So it is kind of like it actually is kind of worse now that I think about it.
And then I was just saying to my girl because it was just a great just peep game for a second and notice what just happened here. So this chick who's bragging to you about how much she loves her beta.
Right.
Who's the guy who she ends up going? Is the most alpha dude guy in the room.
Yeah.
Of course is the guy. Sure. I literally just was thinking about this when I was coming on the show today. I go, what a perfect Dante story.